Hello and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different, but still about budgeting. I've been asked on how I made my dollar bucks little card inserts. So I decided I will take and just show you. So let's gather our materials that we're going to need. A computer or iPad or phone, wherever you do your Cricut design space at. Your pens for the machine that you plan on using. A mat, and the cardstock or paper that you plan on using. Just got to make sure if you're using colored cardstock that your pen will show up on it. Okay, let's get to designing. First thing I did is I went to shapes on the left and I chose the little rounded rectangle. I'll bring it down here to the center so you can see better. Then I went up to size, unlocked the lock, and in the width, I typed in 6 and hit enter. Then I went over to the height, which is the H, and typed in 3 and hit enter. Now this is for an A6 size envelope. Then you put the little lock back on. Then I'm going to change this color to blue because that's the cardstock I'm going to use today. So we got operations. We want to leave that to basic cut, but then this solid square, we're going to click on it. We're going to change the color to blue. Then next, I'm going to come back to the left and we're going to hit the text box. We're going to click in there. Going to delete out the word text because we don't want text. Hit shift and then the letter that you decide that you are going to do. Then take and choose the font you want. I'm going to leave mine at Cricut Sans, but you want something that's going to be a block letter when you're done after you choose it. Then here it's a basic cut. Well, we don't want it to cut, so we're going to come down and hit pen. Now it turns it into a block. Then for the color, I'm going to leave this on black. Now we're going to take this A, we're going to come over to layers and hit duplicate it. Now this other A, we're going to leave alone for a little bit. We'll come back to our first one. Go back up to size, and just in the H for height, I type in 1.564, and that seems to be the perfect size for me. And we're just going to bring it over to our rectangle. Now, if your letter disappears, all you would have to do is come up to arrange and hit bring to front. But my A is already in the front. Okay, let's go back to our other little letter. This one now, it's set on pen already, but maybe you don't want it to be black. So you click on your square again, and then you can scroll through the colors of your pens. I'm going to put this on purple. And then back over to the size, and for the height, 0.64, enter. And that seemed to be the size that worked pretty good for me. Then we're going back over to the layers, and we're going to click on the plus sign 5 more times so we have a total of 6 little A's. Now we're going to take these little A's and we're going to kind of level them all out in a row. They don't have to be perfect. Highlight them all. Then come up to a line, click on it, align top, or you could do align bottom, just so this way they're all in the same row. Then hit align again and distribute horizontally. Now they're all evenly spaced. We're going to come back to layers, hit group, because now they're grouped, and then go right next to it to the plus sign and hit that 3 more times. So we have a total of 4 groups of A's. And we're going to bring these groups up, kind of line them up underneath each other. Highlight them all. Come up to a line and align them to the left. Now they're all even here. Then we're going to hit align again and distribute vertically. Now they're all evenly spaced. Go back to the layers panel, hit group, and then bring this over to here. And again, if they disappear, come up to arrange and bring to front. Mine are already on the front. And make sure they're inside your lines of where it's going to cut. Highlight the whole thing, come down to the bottom here and hit attach. Now you have a complete, just walk through the same steps for every letter you want to do. Now, on the top here, as maker, so you just click on which machine that you plan on using. And yes, you can do this on the Cricut Joy as long as you have Joy pens. But I'm using the maker today, so we're just going to leave it there. Now let's click on Make It. It'll pop up. We're going to do this on a mat, so we're going to click on a mat and hit Confirm. And then over here, my paper size, we're going to switch that to the 8.5 by 11 because that's the size I'm using, and hit Continue. Then you choose the cardstock weight you're doing. I've got heavy cardstock I'm doing mine on. Then for pressure, you put it on whatever you want. I'm going to do mine a little more because I know my blade's getting a little dull. And then here, it's going to tell you to load your black pen, if that's the color you chose for the big A, into clamp A. So that's what we're going to do now. And you're going to want to put your cardstock on your mat. Load it into your machine. Press the flashing arrow that's going to load your mat. And then the flashing C, and it's going to start drawing out its letters. And now it's going to stop. And it's going to show you now to load your second color into clamp A. That's only if you decided to do 2 colors. And then again, push your flashing C button, and now it'll start drawing out all your little A's. Now it's going to stop. Check that there's a blade in the machine, and then it's going to cut out your little dollar bucks insert. And you come back over, push the flashing arrow, unload your mat, and I always flip mine over and then peel off. And there, you have your little dollar bucks. Thanks for watching, everybody, and enjoy your day.